So New York Toy Fair is right around the corner. And what that means for me as an action figure collector is, hopefully, fingers crossed, I get to hear about some product reveals. I get to see companies that I've been waiting to hear from bring some of their product out and display it for the likes of people like myself to see and get excited about. That means hopefully we're going to hear and see more from DC Collectibles, from SH Figuarts, from NECA, from Mattel, from Mezco, from Mafex. Hopefully all of these companies are going to bring out things that collectors are excited about. And more specifically, me as a DC collector, I'm hoping to see things that I'm excited about. More Supermans and Batmans and Justice League characters and stuff like that. And so this video is going to be detailing just a short kind of list of what I'm hoping to see as a DC fan, and maybe even some predictions of what I think we may actually see at Toy Fair this year. So first and foremost, the thing that I'm the most hopeful about, the thing I would like to see, is the DC/Aliens 2-packs from NECA be brought out again for us to see. That way it reassures everybody, hey, no, we're still planning on doing these. Things have just been kind of sketchy lately with the licensing and stuff like that, but rest assured, they are coming out. You just need to wait a little bit longer. Because that Superman and Batman, they look really awesome. Like probably some of the best 6-inch scale iterations of those characters in their classic costumes that I've ever seen. I am the most excited about those. Then for me, number 2 is actually going to be, I would like to see the next wave of multiverse figures brought out again in their completed forms, not in their painted prototype forms, but in their store shipping ready forms. On top of that, I would like to see at least another wave of DC Multiverse action figures, because I know there are so many characters they could do, and it would be really cool if they maybe continued some of the Bat family and gave us, maybe a Jason Todd, a Tim Drake, and a Nightwing all in one wave. Oh, that would be so awesome. So yeah, another wave of multiverse figures is what I'm looking forward to seeing. Hopefully we get to see that. And then really, I would like to see at least another 2 waves worth of DC Multiverse signature collection figures. If Mattel wants us to get on board, if they want us to be excited about these figures, they need to show us. And they didn't really do that with the first wave of the signature collection. Batman and Flash just kind of showed up out of nowhere, and fans were like, oh my god, what are these? When are they hitting store shelves? It was such a out of left field kind of, if I didn't regular a website called The Foosh, I would have had absolutely no idea. At this point, the Wonder Woman Linda Carter still needs to be released, and so I'm thinking if they're releasing these in pairs, they have other figures up their sleeve. And it would be really cool, as mentioned in a previous video, if we saw maybe a Christopher Reeve Superman, if we saw, actually for me, the number 1 figure I would like to see aside from Christopher Reeve, Dean Cain Superman action figure. Oh, that would be cool. The sky really is the limit with these. It seems like they're just doing movies and television. We probably won't get any cartoon versions, and we likely won't get any regular comic versions. It seems like they're going to reserve the regular multiverse figures for that kind of stuff. So there's so many possibilities, and I would like to see them bring that forward for Toy Fair as well. And while they're at it, maybe Mattel could throw in a few Batmobiles. Maybe an 89 Batmobile, maybe an Arkham Asylum Batmobile. The first one they used, that was a sweet Batmobile. Seriously, the 89 Batmobile would sell like hotcakes. It would be crazy. It's money in the bank for them if they were to produce a 1989 Batmobile. And I'm hoping that we see something like that at Toy Fair as well. Now on to DC Collectibles. I want them to bring out those DC Essentials one more time. I want to get a better look at them in different poses. There's something that I've been really excited about. It is sad that the DC Icons line had to die and then they brought this forward. And a lot of fans are really upset about the death of the DC Icons, and they're kind of blaming the Essentials for that, saying, the DC Collectibles are constantly giving us a few waves and then killing a line and then doing something and then killing a line. And I can sympathize with that. I would have loved to see the DC Icons continue on so that we had gotten Sinestro, Shazam, the Etrigan the Demon, the Booster Gold Blue Beetle Buddy 2-pack, all those things they should have released, and they would have ensured the continuation of the line, but they didn't for I have no idea why. However, the fact remains that the DC Essentials line is the next thing for status quo DC Collectibles action figures. And the articulation on these figures, if we're gonna get what they're showing us, is going to be through the roof. Another thing from Mattel I'd like to see is an evergreen line. We had that with the Infinite Heroes figures, and they covered a ton of characters. The first ones didn't have that great articulation, but as the line continued, they did better the articulation on a lot of the figures in the groin area, the knee, and the ankles. They really did make them better, and I was sad to see them go. Another thing I was sad to see end was the Total Heroes line. Bang for buck for the price. They were pretty cool. They were really simple to make. They used all the same male buck. So, I mean, they kept the cost down, but with that, we got multiple characters, and they were in a very stylized form. And I am a big fan of the Total Heroes line, and I was sad that it died out as soon as it did. We did get a lot of characters, but it would have been nice to get even more. So I would like to see another evergreen line from Mattel that kids can get behind, and that collectors can get behind, but it doesn't have the same high price point as, say, the Multiverse or the Signature Collection Multiverse. Also, it would be really nice if we could see some more from Mezco. I know Mezco does Marvel and DC and a wide range of things, and they've done some great DC characters, but it would be nice if we got a very basic, classic, solid bat, pouch belt, black and gray, or dark blue and gray Batman. We've gotten the Dark Knight Returns Batman, and we have a Batman that is very closely based on like an original Batman, but we don't have a very cool looking classic basic Batman. And I think that Mezco needs to get on that, because I think that would sell like hotcakes for collectors. It might even be kind of neat if Mezco could do something with Adam West and Burt Ward, because they specialize in cloth costumes, and to see Adam West and Burt Ward in their cloth costumes made with Mezco quality, I think that would be something that a lot of collectors would probably enjoy owning. While we're at it, I'm sure SH Figuarts could do a lot of really cool stuff. They seem to have gotten the movie license and that kind of thing, and their latest Batman, Wonder Woman, and Superman from the Justice League, I mean, they look really, really good. I've got a Batman showing up in the mail, and I'm super, super stoked about him, because SH Figuarts makes some of the very best quality action figures I have ever seen in my life, hands down. I have all 4 animated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and I love them very much, as well as I've got a Link from The Legend of Zelda, and again, one of the very best action figures I've ever owned. So I really think that SH Figuarts should do some more DC stuff as well. So I'm keeping my eye open to see what else they get the license to do. Now, Action Comics issue 1000 is quickly approaching, and I have a whole different video in the works for that. But for that 1000th issue of Action Comics, I really hope that someone is going to reveal something that commemorates that at ToyFair. It would be really cool if we got an action figure 4-pack that was like a Superman Through the Ages. I know DC Direct tried that, but it really wasn't a Through the Ages 4-pack. A true Superman Through the Ages 4-pack should include a first appearance Superman, and then a Superman in his classic suit that he would have worn all the way from, say, the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, something in there that kind of encompasses all that. And then you have a Superman in his New 52 era suit, and then a Superman in his Rebirth era suit. Those are the 4 major uniforms that he's worn through his time. And so to have something like that released would be absolutely epic. I'm not holding my breath for that. I don't think we're going to see it, but I really do hope that something like that is revealed at ToyFair. I think that's pretty much it for the stuff that I'm hoping to see revealed at ToyFair. I know I probably won't get it all, but I collect a very pinpointed kind. I collect 6-inch and 7-inch, like 99%, and I collect a lot of Mattel stuff and a lot of DC Direct / DC Collectible stuff. That would probably account for like 90% of my collection. But I'm just one guy, and I pretty much have tunnel vision for the kind of things that I like to collect. So there's gonna be a lot of things that I've missed out on, and you're probably gonna have a lot of really great ideas of things that you'd like to see, or even that you think are probable that we will see at ToyFair this year. And that's what the comment section is for. So leave it down below what you think we will see and what you hope we will see, because I read every single comment, and let's get a discourse going between myself and between other commenters, because that's what the comment section is for. Community. Also, if you like this video, please slap a like on it, because that's the kind of thing that's going to help me out a lot. It's going to let me know that hopefully I'm doing the right thing with this channel. And if you think you may want to see more from my channel show up in your inbox, just hit the subscribe button and ding the bell so that you never miss a video. and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you next time with the next one. Goodbye, everybody. Have a super day.